Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. Today is Friday, the 20th day of October. Today is National Suspenders Day. I wear suspenders. Heidi does not like my suspenders, so I put a shirt over the top of them, too.
I just don't.
It's not a good look for me?
No, it's not. It's just not.
It's also Community Media Day. It is Information Overload Day, International Chefs Day, Miss American Rose Day, National Day on Writing, National Youth Confidence Day, National Brandied Fruit Day, and there's a whole lot of other stuff as well. Office Chocolate Day. Ooh, we should celebrate that.
Every day should be Office Chocolate
National
Day.
Chicken and Waffles Day. A lot of stuff. Anyway,
that I never understood.
You know, I just had a discussion with somebody else that said that too. They're like, I don't get it. What is there to get? You eat chicken, you eat waffles, eat them together. It's actually good.
I guess.
Got a guest today for a comedy call, Doug Stanhope. Very, very funny guy. He's got a movie out where he's pretending to be a comic, which he is a comic.
I was going to say, that's a stretch.
It's actually an interesting character where he's on the road. The movie is called The Road Dog. We'll chat with Doug Stanhope coming up.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. The more time you spend engaging in a structured exercise routine, like going to the gym or running, the lazier you are the rest of the time, according to a recent study. I don't know about this. University of Copenhagen researchers conducted a review of 24 different studies that looked at people's levels of daily physical activity before and while participating in different types of structured programs. It was found that a person who is more engaged in a routine, like an exercise program, is more prone to lounge around and avoid other non-structured physical daily activities like taking the stairs. This decline in physical activities, which might even include things like walking dogs or riding a bike to work or whatever, could affect your ability to lose weight successfully, even if they are participating in a structured routine exercise program. So they're saying, just because you're going to the gym doesn't mean you shouldn't, park at the far end of the lot and still do that and walk, All right. Surveys.
Interesting.
And studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know it's now hitting us where it hurts? Extreme weather has dealt a major blow to the sugar industry. Whoa. Could end up costing us more to hand out Halloween treats. Chief meteorologist at Everstream Analytics, John Davis,
because
points
of the
out.
weather. It has nothing to do with the economy.
Well, there we go. Well, John Davis points out, if you look at the top 10 producing countries this year, 6 have had extreme weather affecting production levels. And the ramifications of this is higher prices for anything that you use sugar in, including candy. They say extreme weather is expected to decrease the global supply of sugar by 10 to 15% over the next growing season. So they're like, if you're buying candy, for any reason really, but for Halloween or whatnot, they're saying expect it to be a little bit more. And like Heidi said, it could be other things too. So there you go. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Netflix has revealed that The Crown's 6th and final season will be split into 2 parts, with part 1 consisting of 4 episodes to start November 16th, followed by 6 episodes in part 2, which will start December 14th. So I'm not really sure why they do that. Why not just call that a different season? But lately, we've had several programs do that. They must find success doing that, or others wouldn't do it.
They wouldn't keep, They're
like, I got to wait for the second half.
There must be a reason.
And Barbie stars Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling have another project lineup together. Its producers want even more projects from the duo. The star power held by the Barbie, by what? Oh, their star power helped Barbie, there we go, hit $1.4 billion in ticket sales. Yeah, so now they're going to be working on another thing called Ocean's 11 prequel. It's a prequel to the Ocean's 11. So that'd be Ocean's 10? I don't know. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Spam on social media has increased in the first half of the year by what percentage, Heidi, if you were going to guess?
In the last year?
In the first half of this year. Spam on social media.
35%.
Add a 0 to the end and you're close.
No way.
355%.
What?
Yeah, spam on social media has increased by 355% this first half of this year. I agree completely. I can't scroll and see 3 posts without 2 or 3 of them being
well, that is
spam.
true. But I guess I don't remember what it was like before.
Yeah.
It kind of just happened. And
just more and more stuff.
Forgot.
And again, I understand they got to make a living too, but boy, some of the stuff that they allow on there, I'm like, why would they let these people do this? They're taking their money. They know they're scamming people.
That's what I was just going to say. I don't like the scams.
The scammy stuff.
The spam is one thing, but when it's a scam, it's a website that doesn't really sell the goods that they say they're selling, and Facebook allows that.
And they're like, does not go against our community standards. I'm like,
but
you're
my posts
ripping us off.
Get blocked daily, and
hey,
it's
up
frustrating.
until now, we've mainly been using our doorbell cameras to spot porch pirates and decide whether or not to answer the door when somebody comes over. But now the maker of the Ring doorbell cam is hoping somebody could use their product to spot an alien. Yeah, the company is offering $1 million to a user who films unaltered scientific evidence of a real extraterrestrial life form using a Ring doorbell device. In a statement, Ring said, whether it's a video of extraterrestrial walking or flying up your driveway and asking for directions, or an unidentifiable life form exhibiting unusual, extraordinary behavior in your backyard, submit your best footage. Now, the company is fully aware of the chances of somebody shooting an ET with their doorbell cam is fairly remote, but they're awarding runner-up prizes, too, in the $1 million search for extraterrestrials. It's an out-of-this-world prize, a $500 Amazon gift card.
Oh, geez.
The $1 million is way better. They're looking for anything, and they're saying alien costumes and accessories and homemade spacecrafts. If you do that, you might still win something, but I've got a link to all the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit with a very funny stand-up comic for a comedy call, Mr. Doug Stanhope. In addition to writing books and being on television and being a stand-up comic, he's now got a movie out as well, The Road Dog. I'm excited to visit with you, Doug. You've written 3 books. I've barely even read 3 books.
That's that's going around. Not a lot of big readers, especially in my audience. I might as well have taken up Shakespeare in the Park for my audience to not show up.
That's hilarious. Now, you've got this new film, The Road Dog, and I've watched this. It's a really good film. Now, the main character you play is a comic. Any other things that are kind of similar?
Yeah, they didn't pick me randomly. There was no big audition process for an alcoholic, chain-smoking, self-destructive comedian. They went right to the source.
So is this based on somebody's true story, or this is just kind of like everybody's true story that's a road comic?
Actually, it's the guys that wrote it were a couple of old-time Chicago guys. That it's based on a bunch of guys that they knew. That style of comic, that self-destructive, partying well into past his prime. Those guys were ubiquitous throughout the 90s. Every comedy club has a wall of headshots of dead guys that were based on this guy.
Now, in addition to being a self-destructive comic, he's also a dad, and his son wants to be a comic. What was it like working with this young man?
Well, he's actually true to the role. He actually his father is a comedian, well-known Chicago comedian, and he's starting to do comedy himself. So it wasn't a stretch for him either. So a lot of people who are playing themselves. Even the girl that plays my long-lost love from 20 years before was played by my ex-girlfriend from 20 years ago. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. Greg Fitzsimmons plays my old comedy buddy that I hadn't seen in 17 years, who is actually my old comedy buddy that we did the math. And I go, yeah, I haven't seen you for 17 years since we did the Man Show. He was a writer on it. So yeah, it was a lot of fortuitous casting.
Well, the thing that's neat, you guys have done really well. Again, the film is called The Road Dog. It's available now, so folks can see it now. But at the Hollywood Real Independent Film Festival, Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Director, you don't get much better than that. You guys are doing really, really, really well. And I can tell you why. It's an amazing film, and I think this is one that anybody that is a fan of comedy, this is like a must-see film now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very true to that era, like around before the new boom. Like late 90s, early 2000s, when comedy was barely hanging on. It's very true to that era. If you were around back then when there was a chuckle hut on every corner, but karaoke was taken over on most nights.
And I like in the beginning of the movie when your character's checking into the hotel or motel, that's kind of what road comics are used to. They're usually in a hotel that has like a view of a better hotel.
Yeah, well, the better one. I've always said I like those kind of places. I pick my hotels based on the 1-star reviews, because they'll tell you the things that you're looking for that they can't. Oh, it smelled like cigarette smoke. Perfect. Yeah, it's connected to a bar that's open till 4 a.m. I'm like, great. Your complaints are exactly what I'm looking for.
You know what I need.
Yeah.
The Road Dog is the name of the movie. It's available right now. I'm going to throw a link to make it easy to find. What was it like doing this film? Did you like
cold.
that being the star?
It was cold. It was freezing. I already answered it. It was Chicago in the winter.
Oh, yeah.
If at any point I sound like my dialogue is going too quickly, it's because I want to get back indoors. But other than that, it was fun. Yeah, I've never starred in anything. So it's nice to. If the movie was a complete failure, I could still say that technically I'm a movie star now, because I did star in a movie.
You did, so, and it looks good on you. I hope to see you doing more. Doug, thank you so much for taking the time to chat.
I appreciate it.
Again, our guest today has been Doug Stanhope, very, very funny stand-up comic, and now a movie star as well. The movie is called The Road Dog, and it's about a comedian who's on the road, and it's actually a pretty funny film. It's out right now. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The term astronaut comes from the Greek word meaning star sailor.
Oh, I like
Astronaut is star sailor. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like
Never
that.
really thought of that before, but it does have to mean something. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Zebras have only one toe on each foot.
Yeah.
I guess I've never really looked at zebras' toes, but
Me either.
There you go. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Los Angeles is the abbreviation for the actual name of the city. Do you know what it really is?
No.
El Pueblo de Nuestro Señora La Reina de Los Angeles de Portesaluna. I probably got most of that wrong, but it's a lot longer. We just call it L.A. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Ancient Roman surgeons were trained to block out the screams of human pain. Yikes.
Oh.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Cats cannot taste sweet flavors. So
Really?
quit buying your cat sweets. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. 53% of us have done this for a friend or loved one just to show that we care. What is it?
I don't know, buy flowers.
No, delivered them a home-cooked meal.
Oh, I've done that.
I know you have. You're really good at that. There are several times she's making stuff. I'm like, what's that for? I'm taking this to so-and-so. I'm like,
Yeah.
but that's my favorite. Can I have some? And then she smacks my hand.
not for
Says,
you.
Stay away from that. Don't touch it. All right. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Yeah, I understand that a golf membership can be expensive, but $1 million?
Whoa.
The Shell Bake Club in Howland Beach, Florida.
That's just to keep out the riffraff, John.
Recently opened a private leisure and residential development designed for connoisseurs of life well lived. In addition to a world-class 18-hole private golf course designed by two-time major winner Greg Norman, this facility boasts a racket center, a private yacht club, and much more. All yours to enjoy, as long as you can come up with the $1 million per year to be a member. By contrast, fees for Georgia's Augusta National Golf Club, they host the Masters, they range from $250,000 to $500,000 a year.
Wow.
That's a lot of dough. So I had no idea. We've got friends that go golfing all the time. We should hang out with them more. They must be rich.
They're clearly doing better than we are.
I go mini golfing and I'm like, what, $8? Are you kidding me? All right. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. What makes you irrationally angry? So this was posted online, and here are some of the things that people said. When people keep saying "we" when discussing their favorite sports team. You know, we're going to make it to, we're going to do that. So that really upsets some people. When you see somebody eating pizza with a fork, apparently some people just go nuts.
I eat pizza with a fork all the time.
And it's never bothered me, but I know there are some people that they hate it when you do that. People who pretend to listen to you while browsing on their phone or offering the occasional yeah or wow, but they have no idea what you're saying. Heidi.
I have to do this with you and with our son, unfortunately.
When you're waiting for the bus and somebody says, hey, did the bus come yet? If it did, would I still be standing here? When somebody mixes up your and your, so like you are and Y-O-U-R. People who ask, can I ask you a question? Well, you didn't give me a choice. You just did.
Right.
Another one, when those text bubbles pop up, then go away, then they come back up, and then they go away.
Oh, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, there's several others, but the main one on here is when people don't use their turn signals.
Oh, that drives me nuts.
You can see the entire list in the show notes.
And when people drive slow in the fast lane.
Yeah, that's another one. You can see the entire list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today is from Joan Collins, who says, age is just a number. It's totally irrelevant unless, of course, you happen to be a bottle of wine. I like that. That's good. It's a good quote. especially as I get older. I can relate to that even more. Although I've got a weird thing going on with my knee right now that I never had that when I was in my 30s.
Yeah.
Now I stand up and I hear my knee pop. I'm like, is that going to just be a forever thing?
That can't be good.
This doesn't seem good. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. I love this story. A man who is 72 graduates from college. So first of all, that right there is already cool. 72-year-old graduates from college, and his biggest fan is cheering him on. Happens to be his mother, who is 99.
Holy cow.
Yeah, how cool is that? There's a photo of the two of them, him wearing his graduation cap and gown and all of that, and she is sitting in a wheelchair next to him. In a heartwarming tale from Georgia, a 72-year-old resident recently celebrated his college graduation in cinema studies, an achievement made even more special by the presence of his proud 99-year-old mother.
That is so cool.
Sam Kaplan decided to embark on his educational journey at the Georgia Gwinnett College in 2019, half a century after he initially opted out. He decided not to pursue an education when he graduated high school in 1969. The catalyst for his return, by the way, came when he heard a radio announcement about a degree in cinema studies. He decided, I was driving down the highway, heard about this degree program, and then I decided, I'm going to do that. I'm going to check it out. He admitted that the journey was a mix of anxiety and excitement, but it proved to be profoundly rewarding. He graduated with a 3.975 GPA. That's pretty good. And summa cum laude honors. That's very good.
Very good.
Majoring in cinema and media arts, and has aspirations to continue crafting screenplays in the future.
Love that. What a great story.
It's really, really neat. And there's video on here, and you can see other students, and you can see him, and you can see all of this stuff. The jubilant mother, again, she's 99, said, with his new degree, he's going to excel in whatever he does. Who knows? I might even make an appearance in one of his movies. He's 72, she's 99.
But they're just so cute.
They're just getting started. And I love, love, love that story. You can read it or see it if you'd like to see the photos and stuff in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.